Alright, so here's the question. It says A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are 8 friends who live in an 8-story building. The ground floor is number 1 and the topmost floor is number 8. Right? So basically the ground floor is number 1, then number 2, number 3 and so on till the top floor is number 8. So let us do that. Right? This is floor number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And who are the 8 persons? A to H. Alright. Now it says each of them gets selected in a different exam. This is UPSC, CDS, AIMS, IIT, SBI, IBPS, NDA and SSC, but not in the same order. And now comes the facts about this arrangement. It says there is only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC selected aspirant lives. So basically he says there's only one floor between A and SSC. Right? Only one floor between A and SSC. Now the point is there are many possibilities. This is not the best statement to start with, right? Because if A is on floor number 1, then SSC will be on floor 3. If A is on floor 2, SSC will be on floor 4. If A is on floor 3, SSC will either be on 5 or 1. If A is on floor 4, SSC will be 6 or 2. If A is on floor 5, SSC will be 7 or 3 and so on. So there are a number of possibilities. So this definitely is not a best way to start the arrangement. So just keep that in mind and move forward. Right? The person who gets selected in SSC does not live on floor number 1. Now SSC does not live on floor number 1. If SSC does not live on floor number 1, it can live on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? There are many other possibilities. So even this doesn't look a good way to start. Right? So let's move to the next point. D lives just below B. Now D lives just below B is also okay, but not very useful. Right? I mean D lives just below B means what? It can be if you look at 8th and 7th floors, it can be BD, 7th and 6th can be BD, 6th and 5th can be BD, 5th and 4th can be BD and so on. So that again is not a very good point. Not a very good point at this point of time. I mean, it will be definitely useful later on, but not something which we can start with. Then the one who is selected in UPSC lives on an even numbered floor and just above the floor in which SBI selected person lives. So UPSC guy lives on even numbered floor. That means 2nd or 4th or 6th or 8th. And he lives immediately above the floor on which SBI selected guy lives. So basically SBI guy will come below UPSC and UPSC is on even numbered floor. So UPSC is 2, SBI is 1. Or UPSC is 4, SBI is 3. Or UPSC is 6, SBI is 5. Or UPSC is 8, SBI is 7. But 4 possibilities, we cannot do much about it, right? Next, the person who is selected in IBPS lives on the even numbered floor but not on the 8th floor. Now again, this will give you many possibilities, right? IBPS is even numbered floor. So it can be 2, 6 or 2, 4, 6 or 8. But 8 is not possible, he is given. So it can be 2, 4, 6. Neither D nor H lives on first floor. So this again is not very useful. So see, more than half of the information we have already read. We have got nothing so far which can be directly put in the arrangement. Right? We are looking for that good start. Right? Your start has to be very good so that you can complete it easily. If you start from the first point itself, you will get 4 possibilities. Right? What is the first point? There is only one floor. I mean, not the first point. I mean, first point will give you more than 4 possibilities. Like for example, you can start with this point. UPSC and SBI. The one who is selected in UPSC lives on even numbered floor and just above SBI. So UPSC will have 4 possibilities, 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Accordingly, SBI will come in 1 or 3 or 5 or 7. But is this, I mean, it makes no sense in starting with 4 possibilities in mind, right? Starting with 2 is okay, right? Not more than that. So let us just go ahead, right? Neither D nor H lives on the first floor. Only one person lives between the one who is selected in NDA and D. Not useful. A lives on odd numbered floor and E lives just above A. This again will give you 4 possibilities. A will be 1 or 3 or 5 or 7. Accordingly, E will be 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. This next point is useful. B lives on 4th floor. B lives on 4th floor. Let us start with that. B lives on 4th floor. Are you able to follow? This is something which is definite. So we are looking for something like this. B lives on 4th floor. So B is on 4th floor. Fixed. Right? Next. Now we'll try to connect statements which have involved B. Right? Because B is already fixed there. So next point says only 2 persons live between the person who is selected in IBPS and A. Only 2 persons live between the persons who selected in IBPS and A. Not very useful. F lives just below the one who gets selected in SBI. D is selected neither for SBI nor for SSC. AIM selected person does not live on odd numbered floor. G is not selected for CDS. There are 2 floors between floors H and E and so on. Okay, so I think the only definite point that we have got in the first reading is that B lives on 4th floor, right? B lives on 4th floor. Let us now try the other things. Let us see what other possibilities do we have. Now you can start with all the other statements. I mean, you just see which one do you want to start with, right? There are multiple ways of finishing this arrangement. Let us see which one do we use. See, the one point that we know is A lives on an odd numbered floor and E lives just above A. A lives on an odd numbered floor and E lives just above A. So A can be 1, E can be 2. No, here there are 3 possibilities. Let us go for something which has got 2 possibilities. I think we were looking for something which is connected with B, right? Look at this statement. D lives just below B. D lives just below B. So D lives just below B. D will come here. Okay. So that is one more point that we get in the second reading, right? In the first reading, we got B lives on 4th floor. Now again, when you read the statements, you find that D lives just below B. Now anything else which is connected to D? D is selected neither for SBI nor for SSC. That is fine. Neither D nor H lives on the 1st floor. Even that's fine. Okay. Now let us look for any other statement. UPSC is even numbered. Okay, this is not possible. Only one person lives between the one who is selected in NDA and D. So only one person lives between D and NDA. So this can give us 2 possibilities, right? Only one person lives between the one who is selected in NDA and D. So to this, there are 2 possibilities actually. He says there's only one person between NDA and D. So if D is on 3rd floor, NDA can come on 1st floor or 5th floor, right? Because there's only one person between D and NDA. So we have to consider both the possibilities. Let us see if that helps, right? So what I'm doing is duplicating this arrangement. Let's say this is case 1 and this is case 2. So according to this statement here, NDA and D will have one person between them. So NDA will either come on the 1st floor, let us take it here, right? Or it will come on the 5th floor. So let us take it on the other side here, NDA. Now try to use other statements, right? We have already used this. Only one person lives between the one who selected NDA and D. Now, what other statements do we have? The one who is selected in a UPSC lives on even numbered floor and just above the floor on which SBI selected person lives. No. This will give us many possibilities. Okay, I think let us try with something related to exams only, right? The one who is selected in UPSC lives on an even numbered floor and just above the floor on which SBI selected person lives. See, if we try to put it separately, you know that UPSC lives on an even numbered floor, right? So UPSC will live on an even numbered floor. What are the possibilities? It is either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Let us do it separately and then try to fit it in the arrangement, right? We know that UPSC will live on even numbered floor. So UPSC can be 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. And it is above SBI. So SBI will be 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 accordingly, right? The one who is selected in UPSC lives on an even numbered floor. The one who is selected in UPSC lives on an even numbered floor and just above the floor on which SBI selected person lives. So we have, we know that this is the possibilities. UPSC will be 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 and above SBI. Now if you look at this point here, it says F lives just below the one who gets selected in SBI. F lives just below the one who gets selected in SBI. So F should come below SBI. So basically UPSC, SBI and F should be consecutive, right? UPSC on top, immediately below UPSC is SBI and below SBI is F. Of course, UPSC and SBI are exams, F is the person, but you know that there are 3 consecutive floors that have to be, which have to be available for these 3 persons. Now, if you look at the possibilities, we know that UPSC can be either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. But can UPSC be 2? Can UPSC come for 2nd floor? Can UPSC come for 2nd floor? No, because if UPSC comes for 2nd floor, SBI will come on 1st floor and F should go on 0th floor, which does not exist. So we can rule out this, right? Rule this possibility out, right? UPSC cannot come on 2nd floor. UPSC cannot come on 2nd floor. It can come on 4th or 6th or 8th, right? You getting it? Anything else with respect to SBI, UPSC or something? No. So I think we have not started in a very good way, because that is what is important, right? That is why complex arrangements are complex, right? If you don't start with the right point, it will take longer. We know that UPSC cannot be second floor, because if UPSC second floor, SBI will be first floor, and F will have to go on 0th floor, which does not exist, right? Then can UPSC be 4th floor? If UPSC is 4th floor, D will be on the, SBI will be on the 3rd floor. SBI will be on the 3rd floor. Look at this. I think UPSC cannot be on 4th floor also. Why? It said D is selected neither for SBI nor for SSC. D is selected neither for SBI nor for SSC. Means what? SBI cannot come on 3rd floor. D is not selected for SBI, right? So SBI cannot come on 3rd floor. If SBI cannot come on 3rd, UPSC cannot come on 4th, because SBI is immediately below UPSC. So 4th floor is also ruled out. So UPSC is either 6th floor or 8th floor. UPSC is either 6th floor or 8th floor. So I think what I would like to do is, forget about this NDA point and start with UPSC and SBI. UPSC comes either on 6th floor or 8th floor, right? Let us just rule this. Reverse our step, right? We have done something about NDA, right? I'll clear it. That only one person lives between D. Nothing wrong in it, but that gives us only information about NDA. See why I have removed NDA. What point did we use for NDA? We used the point which said only one person lives between the one who is selected for NDA and D. And because D was already fixed on 3rd floor, we said NDA will come on 1st floor or 5th floor. Which is correct, nothing wrong in that. But the point is, now that those give us two possibilities. NDA on 1st floor or NDA on 5th floor. And here for UPSC also we have two possibilities, 6th floor or 8th floor. Right? I think better to apply UPSC thing on both the cases, because if we fix UPSC, SBI also gets fixed and F also gets fixed. So this gives us more, this helps us fill more gaps. Are you able to follow? So we have already understood that UPSC cannot be 2nd floor or 8th floor, because if UPSC is 2nd floor, F should come on 0th floor, which is not possible. If UPSC is 4th floor, D will be selected for SBI, which again is not allowed, because D is not selected for SBI. Right? D is not selected for SBI. So UPSC is either 6th floor or 8th floor. So try both. UPSC cannot be 6th floor also. Yeah, I think we get only one possibility here. UPSC cannot be 6th floor, because if you take UPSC on 6th floor, SBI will come on 5th floor and F should come on 4th floor. But 4th floor is already occupied by B. Are you able to follow? So I think we have only one case. We don't have two cases. We have only one case. Are you able to follow? If UPSC comes on 6th floor, SBI will come on 5th floor and the person F will come on 4th floor. But 4th floor is already blocked by B. So UPSC cannot come on 6th floor. So obviously UPSC will come on 8th floor. Let me take on case 1 itself, UPSC. So forget about case 2. We are not considering case 2, right? UPSC comes on 8th floor, SBI comes on 7th floor, and F comes on 6th floor. Are you able to follow? F comes on 6th floor. So this point has been marked. Now try to fill the gaps. Right? Now try to fill the gaps. F lives just below the one who was selected for SBI. Right? What else do we know? There's only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC aspirant lives. So between A and SSC, there's only one floor. Many possibilities. The person who gets selected in SSC does not live on floor number 1. Okay. So SSC does not live on floor number 1. Can SSC come on floor 2? No, because if SSC comes on floor 2, A should come on floor 4. Not possible. Can SSC come on floor 3? No, not possible. See, let us use this point. It says there's only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC selected aspirant lives. And next point says that the person who has got selected for SSC does not live on floor number 1. So the point is SSC cannot come for floor number 1. We are trying to find out the possible places for SSC. SSC cannot come for floor number 1. SSC cannot come for floor number 1 because SSC does not live on floor number 1. Right? SSC does not live on floor number 1. Can SSC come for floor number 2? No. Because if SSC comes for floor number 2, A should come on floor 4. Because there is only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC selected aspirant lives. So basically it is like this. SSC dash A. Above or below, right? So SSC cannot come on second floor also. Because if SSC comes on second floor, A should come on fourth floor, which is already blocked by B. Can SSC come on third floor? No. SSC cannot come on third floor. Why? Third floor is blocked by D. And the point says that D selected neither for SSC nor for SBI. D selected neither for SBI nor for SSC. So SSC cannot come on third floor also. Can SSC come on fourth floor? No. Because if SSC comes on fourth floor, A should... SSC can come on fourth floor. SSC can come on fourth floor. Because if SSC comes on fourth floor, A can be second floor or fifth floor. Possible. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 are ruled out for SSC. Anyway, let's see if there is anything better than that. The person who is selected in IBPS lives on an even numbered floor but not on 8th floor. The person who is selected in IBPS lives on even numbered floor but not 8th floor. Okay, so even numbered floors are 6, 4 and 2. 3 possibilities. Neither D nor H lives on first floor. Okay, only one person lives between the one who is selected in NDA and D. Only one person lives. Yeah, only one person lives between the one who is selected for NDA and D. A lives on an even numbered floor and E lives just above A. Let us use this point. I think A lives on an even numbered floor and E lives just above A. Right? A lives on an even numbered floor and E lives just above A. So it is like this. A will come on even numbered floor and E lives just above A. Right? E lives, where is that? E lives just above A. Right? Now A lives on even numbered floor. What are the possibilities? 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. But 4 is already blocked by B. Right? It cannot come on 8th floor also, because if A comes on 8th floor, E will go on 9th floor, which does not exist. So A will come either on 2nd floor or 6th floor. Right? A will come either on 2nd floor or 6th floor. No, but can A come on 2nd floor? No, because if A comes on 2nd floor, E should come on 3rd floor. And 3rd floor is already blocked by D. So definitely A should come on 6th floor only. Are you able to follow? No. What is going wrong here? A lives on an even numbered floor. Oh, sorry. A lives on an odd numbered floor. Sorry, I missed that point. Okay, we'll just look at it once again, right? A lives on an odd numbered floor and E lives just above A. Right? A lives on an odd numbered floor and E lives just above A. What are the possibilities for A? 1 or 3 or 5 or 7. Right? A lives on odd numbered floor, 1, 3, 5 or 7, and E lives just above A. Now look at this. Can A come on 3rd floor? No, A cannot come on 3rd floor because 3rd floor is already blocked by D. Can A come on 5th floor? A cannot come on 5th floor because 6th floor is already blocked by F. And we know that if A comes on 5th floor, E should come on 6th floor. Right? E lives immediately above. A cannot come on 6th floor also. 5th floor also, right? A will either come on 1st floor or 7th floor. Right? A comes on 1st floor or 7th floor. Right? A comes on 1st floor or 7th floor. So let us do that. A comes on 1st floor or 7th floor, right? So let us take both the possibilities. A is either 1st floor or 7th floor. So what I'll do is first duplicate this. F is here. So we have got two cases, right? UPSC and SBI. I'm just duplicating whatever has been done so far and now fix the positions of A. A is either 1st floor or 7th floor. So A comes on 1st floor or A comes on 7th floor here. Right? A is either 1st floor or 7th floor. And accordingly E will be 2nd floor or 8th floor. Alright? Are you able to follow? We have done this. A lives on odd number floor. So either 1st floor or 7th floor. Accordingly, E will come on 2nd floor or 8th floor. Right? This is actually taking longer than what it is supposed to. Maybe we did not start with the right point. And that is what is the challenge with complex arrangements. So never try it immediately. I mean, first solve the easier ones and then come back if time permits. So we have done about A and E also. Okay. Now, what else is there? There is only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC selected aspirant lives. There is only look at this. There's only one floor between A and the floor on which SSC selected aspirant lives. Now, according to this, if A is on 1st floor, SSC should come on 3rd floor. SSC should come on 3rd floor. But we know that D is not selected for SSC, right? D is neither selected for SSC nor for SBI. So this is wrong. This is wrong, right? First case is wrong. Second case is correct. Second case which says A is on 7th floor. Now the point says there's only one floor between SSC and the A. Between the SSC aspirant and A. So A is on 7th floor, SSC aspirant should come on 5th floor. SSC aspirant will come on 5th floor. Are you able to follow? Now only second case is what we need to focus on. Alright. Next point. The person who gets selected in SSC does not live on floor number 1. Satisfied anyway. D lives just below B. Satisfied. The one who is selected in UPSC lives on, this is done already, right? SBI is below UPSC. The person who is selected in IBPS lives on an even numbered floor but not on 8th floor. So IBPS will come on even numbered floor. 2 or 4 or 6. All three are possible. Let us not use it. Neither D nor H lives on 1st floor. So D does not live on 1st floor. H will also not live on 1st floor. So H will either come for 2nd floor or 5th floor. Okay. Only one person lives between the one who is selected in NDA and D. Now only one person between the one who is selected for NDA and D. So see, D is 3rd floor. NDA should either be 5th floor or 1st floor. But 5th floor is already for SSC. So definitely NDA will come on 1st floor. So this point is also done, right? Only one person between NDA and D. A lives on odd numbered floor, that's done. B is on 4th floor, done. Only two persons live between the one who is selected in IBPS and A. So only two persons between A and IBPS. So A is on 7th floor, so IBPS should come below A, right? So 1 and 2 persons, B will get selected for IBPS. Okay. Then Ames selected person does not live on odd numbered floor. Ames selected person does not live on odd numbered floor. So Ames selected person will not come on 1st floor or 5th floor or 7th floor or 3rd floor. It will come for 2nd or 4th or 6th or 8th. So Ames can come for 2nd or 6th because 4th and 8th are already blocked. And there are two floors between H and the floor on which E lives. This is useful. There are two floors between the floors on which H and the floor on which E lives. E lives on 8th floor, so H will come on 5th floor. Right? Now, what else is left out? Among the persons A, B, D, E, F and H are done. So C and G are left out, right? Only C and G are left out. C and G. Now use this point. This point says G is not selected in CDS. G is not selected for CDS. Now you know that G will either come on 1st floor or 2nd floor. He says G is not selected for CDS. G will either come for so both are possible. G is not selected for CDS, right? So G will come on 1st floor or 2nd floor. Okay. Ames lives on odd numbered floor, 3 or I think this point is useful. Forget about G. The previous point. Ames is on odd number. Ames does not live on odd numbered floor. Only two persons live between the one who is selected in IIT and the one in Ames. IIT and Ames, there will be two persons. IIT and Ames, there will be two persons. Yeah. So try this out. Between IIT and Ames, there have to be two persons, right? Only two persons live between the one who is selected in IIT and the one who is selected in Ames. So try that now. Can IIT or Ames come on 1st floor? No. Can they come on 2nd floor? Let's say Ames comes here. So IIT should come on 5th floor, but not possible because there are two persons, right? Can Ames or IIT come on 3rd floor? Yes. If they come on 3rd floor, one of it comes on 3rd floor, then the other one will come on 6th floor. Yes. So clearly for Ames and IIT, we'll have to block 3rd floor and 6th floor. For Ames and IIT, we'll have to block 3rd floor and 6th floor, right? And we also know that Ames is not on odd numbered floor. The person who is selected for Ames does not live on odd numbered floor. So Ames will go for even numbered floor. So in 3 and 6, even number is 6. So this for Ames and this for IIT. Done. What is the only professional exam left out? CDS. Done. G is not selected for CDS. G is not selected for CDS. So G is for NDA and the left out person C comes for CDS. Done. So I think we have completed the arrangement. I know it has gotten a little complex, but the other point that you need to consider is we have not used this statement. The person who is selected in IBPS lives on an even numbered floor. We did not use this. But not on 8th floor, right? Neither D nor H lives on. This also was not really used, right? Even without using these two statements, we are able to complete it. But believe me, guys, you can do it much faster when you do it yourself, right? Although it has taken longer here, just go by statement by statement. What you need to do is do the first reading very quickly. You need to start with the right point. The one reason why many of us fail to complete such complex assignments is because we start with the first point. Which is not a rule, right? It's not a rule that you have to start for the first time. First point given there. Choose something which will help you connect with the other statements and complete the arrangement. Alright?